I'm Michael Kiser. I'm a news reporter and anchor at WDWS. Most of my news training, I did a little bit of news over in Jacksonville, but most of my news training came from WDWS and the people I work with. Blogs have a lot of factual stuff, but I think sometimes the people that are writing those blogs are more opinionated because they're not like official, like they're not a newspaper, they're not like a radio newscast, and they're more opinionated. We're not going to be opinionated or editorialized in any way. They're editorialized as well. We're more fact-based and oriented, and we focus on the facts of a story and what is going on in that particular story, and we report on facts more than just kind of giving our opinions on things. Well, there hasn't been really any one particular assignment that's been overly challenging. There's been a lot of difficult assignments. In the time that I've been here, we had the University of Illinois administration situation, administrating students, and then you had the Key One Carrington situation, which was very difficult with the police community relations. Because you had to really focus on both sides of that. It was a very difficult time in the city, and went on for quite some time, and you had to really work on that. And but it's just, and also really not as challenging, but difficult during, is you really got to keep listeners up to date on what's going on, and the road conditions and things out there, and you really got to stay on your toes, and because you have expectations to meet, and they go to you for that information. It's really, so it can be challenging at times to make sure you keep providing the information and meeting their expectations. And I first learned what direction we want to go with that story, and then I talk to the sources and get the information that I need. Try to get both sides, and if it's a two-sided situation, and just so I understand what the story is about and understand where we want to go with it. Because you really got to think about what they care about the most in that particular story, and so it's a lot of preparation. It's not about me as much as this is a newsroom. Yeah, my name may be on that story, but my news director, or my other reporters in the newsroom may have helped me with that story, and but they just need to know that it's the truth is in that story, and we provided all the facts and the main information that they need, and we maybe give them an avenue to find out more information if they want to get more, because it's a radio story, or in print story you can make it a little longer. But it's difficult to put every single thing in a story. But just that they know that it's the facts. It's we're honest and upfront with stuff in that particular story, and that they can rely on the information to be true. And then they can go, hey, you can tell someone to go read the story, or to listen to the story, or listen to our newscast, and to give them factual information. I really enjoy working at WDWS. The people I really enjoy. It's a great building. People are very nice to each other. We all get along really well. But I also like my job because I get to talk to a lot of different people in a lot of different arenas, whether it's city government, or whether it's state government, or whether it's just local organizations or charitable events, the different news conferences. You get to interact with a lot of different people. I like to talk to people and be around people, and you build relationships, and it's really fun when you build relationships, and you get close to people who will then, like we mentioned earlier, given the tips for different stories. And so when you build that relationship over time, and then down the road that relationship pays off with the tip for a pretty big story, you feel pretty good about that, because it takes a lot of legwork and a lot of groundwork to be able to build those kind of relationships, and when they pay off, it feels pretty good. So I like my job because I get to be around a lot of different things, a lot of different people, and those relationships.